just staring into the sun, I guess. Just gonna have to wake up because it's been so unimaginably hot outside today. 30 fucking degrees. We're not used to that kind of weather around here. Denmark is not used to that kind of weather. It's been deadly hot outside. Deadly hot. I don't like when it's so hot outside. My health can't handle it. It's not good. I managed to fill half the tub up, but that's as far as we get. Hello, my darling. How are you doing today? Welcome to the chat. It is very warm in Denmark currently, so I decided why not to bring out the hot tub. Well, it's not a hot tub. It is a tub, but it's the cold tub. It's the freezing tub. In this heat, it is needed. It is very fucking needed in this heat. Like, I'm absolutely dying because of how hot it is today. My Danish body and soul cannot handle it. And I have to watch out so I don't kick out the bottom plug. We have this little funky thing here that I bought at like a thrift store. It's cute, isn't it? It's a little pineapple, and I still have not peeled off the price. That is very typical of me. Haven't peeled off the price. I felt instant relief when I sat down into this pool. Cause what the fuck has this heat been today? It's unimaginably bad kind of heat. Maybe that's a bit too far back. Oh, it's starting to rain outside. Maybe it's finally tipping into some weather that is manageable. It is enormously hot outside today. I think there's something in my hair. What is this? I did bring the hub. It's not a hot tub, it is a tub. It is a pool I brought out of storage, so it is possible that I got something from it when I was taking it out. I kind of forgot my left arm existed because I've been lifting. It exists over here, but what is this? Okay, I can actually flex it. Fun times. But for the longest time, there was no muscle. It's actually starting to come back, which is good. It is good. But I still have to keep training so I can keep up my muscle mommy image. is my window open? That is the question. Is it raining in? Hello, my darling. Hope you're doing well. I just have to check if the window is open because now it's starting to rain outside. It's closed. And it's closed-ish. As much as it can be. Well, yeah. Hello. How are you doing today, my darling? I hope you're doing well. My experience with TwitchCon, it was fun, as always. I've been going to it for what, 4 years now? So, well, 3 years. 4 years. It's been 4 years. Has it been 2022 or 2020? Yes, 4 years. I've been to it for 4 years. It's been fun. This time it was fun. I experienced a lot of fun things, met a lot of new people, gained a lot of new connections. I found it to be a fun event. Even with there's always downsides to meeting new people. You're gonna find people that does not like you, and that is the thing when you go to events. But it's something I have to live with, going out there in life. I hope the music is not too loud. I hope you can actually hear what I'm saying. But yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. That's great to hear because I was like, the audio from the music is coming from my computer in the living room, and I was like, how do I set it to a volume where it is loud enough for stream to hear it, but not so loud that you can't hear what I'm saying. And I'm glad I got it to a volume where you can actually hear what I'm saying. So that is great. Thumbs ups to me and the music thingy, because I have had the experience of watching a lot of streamers. Maybe it made me a dig at my friends. They don't know how to do the audio things. So many times I have come into my friends' streams and it's like, I can't hear you, mate. I can't hear you. I can't hear what the fuck you're saying. Because they've been playing such loud music in the background on top of the game, and then you can't hear what the fuck they're saying. And I have done that myself at one point too, because I forgot how to do the thingy. But I see an unimaginable amount of streamers actually forgetting to do like the whole audio setup of the stream. But I'm always the one to point it out to people, because it's not nice having you like being on stream for a whole like 2 hours and thinking that everything is going fine and not have somebody point out to you that you can't hear the stream. You know what I'm saying? It's better to point it out than say nothing. Thank you, darling. It's good to hear that you think I'm hot. It is extremely hot outside, wouldn't you agree? Denmark is having a crisis right now with the heat. Like yesterday I went outside, I shouldn't have. I went outside to do like a small little photo shoot, and I went to the field where I usually do it, and that was unimaginably hot. Like, I don't know what I did, but like just standing there in the middle of a field, it was unimaginably hot. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I checked, and then it was like 25 degrees. Maybe next time I should check how hot it is outside before I go outside. Head to toe black clothes. Yeah, it's us Danish people are not used to this heat. It took me a while to fill it up because I do not have a water hose, so I just have a bucket. But when I immediately sat down in this alcohol, I just felt pure bliss. My lord. It's been 30 today. I do remember Holland when it was that hot last year for TwitchCon. Rotterdam was hell. But I've been to Paris when it was like 40, 41. Like absolute. I was dying. TwitchCon Paris. It was awful. That is how hot I would describe it. Awful. The heat was awful. I did so much dumb crap back then because that was when I was still drinking alcohol. I got so drunk at an after party that I found the free food table. There was free food at this after party, which we somehow snuck into. And I just found these small little toast sandwiches, and I stood there eating them. Like, I don't know how many I ate of them, but I just found them, and then I just started eating them. And I was like, I see a bald man, but I hear him speaking English, but I can't place where the fuck I seen this guy before. And I was just standing there, probably looking drunk as fuck. It was an open bar, it was free alcohol. I was probably looking like I was in another world because it's just standing there with these small ass, like they were small, they were like this kind of like size sandwich. They were so good. Like if I ever find them again, I will devour them. But I was just standing there looking at this British man, or a guy which I presumed to be British because he was speaking English, and most people at this party were speaking German. Not French, German! And I was so fucking confused. I just started drinking, speaking to one person who spoke English, who was German, and then I just looked at this guy. I couldn't place him, but I knew I'd seen him somewhere before. And it didn't click for me that night, but I found some people to hang out with who actually spoke English. There was this sweet girl, I think her name's Lexi. I've seen her a few times since then at TwitchCon, the other times. And we just went arm in arm through the city, 2 in the morning. Me, her, and a girl named Nikki. Just arm in arm, walking through the city, 2 in the morning, in Paris. I got lost. I will say that I got lost. We got to know each other somewhat, I would say. They were sweet girls, so it was a fun walk through Paris, even though I got lost and didn't know how to take the public transport. So I got on 2 wrong buses, and then I had to book an Uber, my first Uber ride. I had to book an Uber back to my hostel because I couldn't figure out how to get around Paris that late in the night. Yeah. I did party this year at Rotterdam. There was 2 parties I was supposed to go to, but one of them I was simply too tired to go to. I did go to the Red Bull party, which was fun. It was very fun. Had a fun time there. I got dragged along, or I did get an invite earlier from the opera guy, the opera GX guy. He was like, you should come and see if you can join us at this after party. Finn and him and, yeah, Finn kidnapped me. I was kidnapped by Finster in a wheelchair. Fun times. But yeah, I got to the Red Bull after party, which was fun. Lots of fun people. Met a lot of new people. Met a lot of people who may have disliked me, which I never found out about. Well, I did find out about it, but I wish a little bit more people were a bit like. I wish people were more like open to telling people when they feel like something is off, instead of like just ignoring people. You get what I mean? Like, if something about somebody is bothering you, for me, it was just my existence as the person I tend to be sometimes when I get drunk. Or, I wasn't drunk at this party, this was my first sober party. I just think that some people should voice their discomfort, you know, you get what I'm saying, instead of running away and thinking that people understand that you are bothered to them, even though it's just a misunderstanding, which is stupid. I shouldn't be talking about it, but like, it is a stupid misunderstanding that a lot of people have seen now. Like I'm a person, like, you know, I'm a person, you know. What I wish beyond anything is that people treat each other like equals at these parties. Like, you know, I go to parties, after parties, and there's a lot of creators, and we're all creators. At the end of the day, we're all human, and I just wish that some of the larger creators would see that they may have a larger impact on their audience and what they should and should not share to their audience, if you got what I'm saying. Yeah. But it was fun. I know how, like, I don't have the largest audience. It is a decent size, I think, for only taking content creation seriously for like a bit over a year now. And I know I have an impact on the people who follow me. I know I have an impact because when I was a very small creator, I had 400 followers. I had a girl come up to me in the street and tell me that the mental health advocacy content that I was creating helped her a lot. And that was awesome to hear. And that is like only from like coming from like just starting an account within like 2 weeks, getting recognized in the street and hearing that I have an impact on people. I think these larger creators forget that when they say something, whether that is on stream or on a YouTube video, is that it has an impact on their viewers. What we put out there in the world as creators has an impact on the people that view our content. So we have to think over, is this something I should share with the world? Or is this something I should maybe talk to a psychologist about, or talk to my friends about? Or even if you had like an uncomfortable experience with somebody, I think if you have, like, this is a creator space and the vast majority of the people at these parties are creators. So if you had an uncomfortable experience in a networking space where I wouldn't say people should get drunk, but there is alcohol involved, I believe that people should take it up in person, in private. Because a lot of the time when these creators take situations like this and it gets out of hand, they end up harming people that they may not intend to harm. Yes, it is scary to see that I was spoken about as a nobody, that I was spoken about as a stalker for just existing, and I barely didn't even notice he was there. Like, I know that there are large creators at these events, but like, I don't stalk people. Like, let's be real. If I was actually stalking somebody, you would never know. Okay, I shouldn't joke about that. But like this was a misunderstanding that happened, and it did really genuinely give me an anxiety attack because, yeah, it's not fun being spoken about in a bad light, being described as somebody whom you are not, and being described as doing things you're not actually doing, because it was a misunderstanding, and I was sober beyond belief, and I was so fucking confused. I chalk it up to this person being drunk, but also the fact that they went all the way home. I followed this person for quite a few years, I will say that. And I hope that they will learn that their words have value, and that there are some people out there that will hold their words to a higher value than others. Like, you wouldn't like to hear your favorite creator tell you that you are a stalker. This person's not my favorite creator, they are just a creator that's out there in the space. I don't follow them anymore because I did find that situation wholeheartedly uncomfortable. So, yeah. They're not a person I want to follow anymore. That's just it. If they change in the future, maybe I will follow them back. But I think this way they handle the situation shows to me that they do not understand the impact they have on people. And while some people may say that it is just a small blip in the internet history, I will say that as a person who has a voice, I'm not mute. I do tend to go mute at social events because I do not always fit in. I have special interests in which I know I shouldn't bring to every social event. I think a lot of people get scared away by my mental health and disability advocacy. Some people think it's too much. Some people think that how much I speak about human rights activism is too much. But it is something that I'm very, very passionate about. I'm very passionate about the psychology of things. I'm very passionate about humans, the humans that live on this fucking earth. I'm passionate about the fans. I'm passionate about people's mental health. So when I see larger creators go out of their way to, instead of clearing up a miscommunication, parade it to the world as if it is I was stalked kind of story. Because, yeah, it's describing somebody like this person described me is, I would say, like personally to me, I would say that's, it's not as harmful to me as it would be harmful to somebody whom is always mute. There are people out there who have mutism, who will never be able to speak, and I know it's hard for them to go outside and be social because a lot of people don't want to learn to communicate with mute people, or even people who have sign language as their only language. People don't want to learn that. So I don't think this little thing harmed me as much as I think that it will harm like people with mutism. Because I know how hard it is to go outside as somebody with social anxiety. But I know for a fact that people whom are mute and cannot speak have such a hard time participating in like social situations as a whole. And like, if I was a very large creator like this person is, I would never speak about mute people like that, even if it was just one person in a specific situation, because it as a whole I view it as harming more people than it helps, because this situation could very much have been handled in person. It could very much have been handled in person, and I just think that takeaway has arrived. I'm gonna go check the door. Oh fuck, man, fuck. And this is why I hate having osteoarthritis. Fuck my hip. Oh. I'm not gonna eat in the pool, but I'm gonna eat beside the pool, okay? So what did I get for takeaway? You may ask. We got a good old shawarma pizza. Pitabrød. It is a shawarma pizza. It's a doner kebab kind of thing. And I am shedding. I'm like a dog right now. And my hair is shedding hair. We have this fun little thing that I can pull up here as a headband, so I do not get hair in my food. Look at this. Moist. Maybe I should get a thing to dry my mouth with. En guten Appetit. Yes. And then I also ordered a little bit of these. A bit of Fox Candy. Yeah, I'm still recovering slightly. Oh. I did just get my wisdom tooth removed this Friday, so I am still a bit slight out of commission. Okay, bye bye. Come back now after I've eaten. can't eat it anymore at the moment. sad. What the fuck? What the fuck is that bird? Never heard a bird like that before. There's a lot of birds around here, but I never heard a sound like that. No, I do not think I can lift it with my belly. It's a bit too heavy, it's 2 kilograms, so I need to get those biceps rolling. Kind of forgot like my left arm existing, so this one has been working fine. It is there, but this one has kinda disappeared. So I'm trying to get into the grind set of gaining muscles again. On the left side, of course. And hi, welcome to chat. I hope you're doing well, my darling. If it's your first time here, tell me so. Hi, I'm Anthea. If you have never met me before, that's alright. I'm just a small variety streamer who does a lot of funny things. I do whatever the fuck I want. As long as it's within legal limits. But I can't stream much tonight. I can only stream for as long as the painkillers are working. It's kind of losing the air. Maybe I need to stuff it up with some more air. And that is where I feel old. Let's see if I can stuff the with some air. Hello, my darling. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I am doing well too. I'm doing good, I'm doing good. Here in my little paw with my little fox secondi like a Trudane. I hope you're doing well. It's been a very hot day here in Denmark. Dying of the heat. Kind of weather. It has been the hottest day of the year today. So yes, it's been really hot. 30 degrees. It may not sound like a lot to people whom are used to hotter, but 30 degrees in Denmark Celsius. Yeah, that's not normal. That's not normal around here. It is usually at most 25, but 30 is death. That's how hot it is today. We do not like the heat around here. We are melting. It is great that I get to set up this pool on my balcony, even though I'm not sure I'm allowed to. We shall not tell the landlord. But it's been so hot today, it is awful. I'm not used to that kind of heat. Just no. Is that a spider? Is that a spider? No, it's just debris. Fuck, they're bound. The Danish is sneaking out of me. But there's this warm rock collection that I have in my windowsill. Thank you, darling. It was just a quick makeup. I usually use like more than an hour on my makeup, but this was like 15 minutes, I think. Thank you, darling. We have all the rocks. I just collect rocks. I'm a rock collector. I think I found this. Why did I find this again? Was it right in... Good question. I have a lot of rocks, okay? Whenever I go traveling near a beach that has rocks, I tend to pick up a few rocks. I have a few. I think I have 20? Maybe. Depending on where they have gone. As people tend to... My favorite rocks are at my altar. I have this witchy altar in the living room where my favorite rocks are. But I really also like this one. It's like a flat, round one. I like the ones with texture, but I also like the ones that are very much like this. Smooth. Sorry for me making funny faces. I just got my wisdom tooth removed like on Friday, so it's not that long ago. Barely been a week. I got my wisdom tooth removed. Well, over here. Kinda hurts. I'd be alright. It's not as bad as last time, but it is slightly painful. Not as bad as last time, but it still hurts. The stitches need to get out on Monday next week. Yeah. Books. No, it's actually pretty warm because it's been laying here in the sun. It's like a sauna in here. Like part of my apartment is a literal sauna. That's why it's so warm. Like, how many windows do I have? That is a good question. I have one in the kitchen, and then I have a door, and a door, and the balcony, which is like a sauna. So it's very warm in my apartment always, even with the air conditioning. So it's actually a pretty warm rock. It's my pet rock. I thought at one point I should paint them, but maybe that's a future project. I have a lot of fun projects for future streams. Yeah. I prefer warm days. I prefer the sun. But I also really much like a sunny day where it rains. Like sunny rain, like that is great, honestly. I like a bit of wind, but not too much. Not so much that you're flying away. I like the sunny rainy days. That's my preferred environment. I would really like to go traveling someday. The stream. I see so many people who do it. Whoop. In their eyes slid across the fucking pool floor. I do not need to lay down in this pool because I technically can't. I'm too long. It's only like 150 centimeters, and I'm 190. I will never be able to lay down in small children's pool. Yeah, but I would really like to go traveling someday for stream. I love traveling. I do have a bid for stream someday. I ordered a bid for stream. I like to go all in for the bit. While some people like to say, is it really for the bit, or do we just like to fuck around and find out? Partially true. I like to have fun with people. Right now, like I have like travel streams I want to do where I want to go like for a very long walk. I have this planned walk where I'm going to go through the woods, just a walk through the woods. That's maybe not like travel, but I don't go out a lot. I must admit it, I don't go out a lot, so even just a long walk in the woods for like maybe 5-10 kilometers, that is a lot of travel for me. I don't walk as much as I probably should, but I want to do these long walking streams. I want to do from coast to coast, Bornholm. I want to visit Norway. I want to visit Sweden, even though Sweden is kind of on my ick list at the moment. I love camping. I love camping. There is gonna be a stream someday in the woods with some barbecue, maybe some camping. I would honestly love to get like a lot of streaming friends together and do like this combo camp stream. Yes, camping stream. Love to get like a lot of people together and do just like a camping stream and just have fun with it. But I don't know if the streamers that I know are very much into it. Like I know a few, but I don't know if they'd be interested in joining me in my crazy ideas. Most of the people I know that stream locally do it from the insides of their house. Probably should ask. But people are busy. I probably should ask, but yeah. It's very... I want to do a lot of fun things. I want to invite people to do fun things, but not everybody's always up for it. And that is the part of it. That's... yeah. I want to have fun. But people are also doing their own thing, which is fine. So what are we gonna do for the next bit? The next stream bit. Thank you, Dylan. I hope you're still around. I can't see if you followed me. I'm saying that I'm using a new streaming software for my phone. It has a better chat system. But I'm not sure I can actually see when people follow and people do those kind of things in chat because it's not directly connected to Twitch yet. I'm still trying to figure out the thingies. I'm still trying to figure out how this app functions. I technically have to connect it to a stream kit I don't have, which is a lot of money. It's 2k. That's a lot of money. Maybe I should just get the small box for it, but yeah, that's still $400. But I do want to sink my money into an RL stream kit. Yeah, thank you for the follow, darling. I want to do a lot of fun things with stream in the future, now that I finally have the financial freedom to stream as a hobby. A lot of things goes on in life. I do need a beach ball for my pool. I was down in the shop when I was finding the pump for the pool, but I couldn't find any beach balls. There were little floaties, but I don't need floaties. It is 18 plus, so you have to preferably be over 18 or act like you're over 18. It is 18 plus, is in the way I do not want minors to engage with me, as I am an adult, and yeah, there are topics in here that is not suitable for the ears of minors, I would say, because of a lot of the stuff I speak about. I used to play beach volleyball. Well, I did used to play volleyball until I was hit in the head with a ball and passed out. That is a very long time ago now. Gosh. That is, what, 12 years ago? That is a fucking long time ago. Yeah. I was in the wrong spot at the wrong time, and I was hit directly in the face with a volleyball. Yes, I passed out. And then I stopped playing for a while because my mother was scared that I would get hurt more, because it's not the first time I got a ball in my face. I did pass out from getting hit by a soccer ball when I was younger, much younger. And there I laid on the ground waking up to people crying over me. Oh, like I was maybe like 3rd, 4th grade when I was hit with a soccer ball. And I still wonder why the school didn't call the ambulance. Why they didn't. Because I was passed out for 15 minutes. Usually I'm supposed to call the ambulance if a child is passed out for more than 5 minutes. But no, they didn't. And maybe that is also partially why that teacher was fired. He wasn't good with kids. Probably should never been a teacher for kids, honestly. Yeah. But I have been hit with plenty of balls in my face. Oh god, I'm cringe. No, I don't have good memories with like sport balls. I have better memories with other balls. But I have a very good memory otherwise. I have such an extremely good memory that the information that I have on people that they have told me in passing would probably scare the shit out of them that I remembered. There are things that people have told me in passing that they probably don't even remember telling me, but I remembered. That would include people's addresses. Like, I have a sticky good memory. I remember things that I probably shouldn't remember, but every time I have gotten drunk in my life, I remember everything I have done. So I remember every dumb thing. So I cannot go and tell myself, like, you don't remember that, you were drunk, you don't remember you had a blackout, because I have never had a fucking blackout for being drunk. The only place I've ever had a blackout was when I was a kid. which was probably a good reason, and I can't even recall the fucking memory for a good reason. There are things when you black out that shouldn't be remembered. This is a little bit of a lampshade. It is my grandfather's design, and this is my first tattoo that I got. It is his design for street lamps, and yeah, I decided to get it as a memorial tattoo of his passing the year before I got it. Yeah. Who would say having a scary memory? Scarily good. I remember things I probably shouldn't remember. When I think back on my life, there's a lot of things I remember that people have said to me that is like, why do I remember that? Why do I remember a bald man walking into a room while I was shacking up with my at the time partner? He walked 40 steps into the room, said dinner is ready, then left. The door open also. I don't know why I remember that. That is over 8 years ago. And I still remember where this person lives. I don't think they have moved. Like when so embarrassing things happens, like your, at the time, boyfriend in high school's father walks in on you doing things. That is not a memory that disappears. You would hope to God that you don't remember it, but you do. And with that memory, I still remember that he still lives in the same place. Probably. You should not use the information you have on people for nefarious reasons. Nefarious reasons. But the only reason I know about Twitch in the first place is actually because of this old friend of mine who was an artist who used to play Osu on Twitch. I don't know much about Osu, I just know that he was obsessed with this game, and that is how I found out about Twitch as a platform back in like 2016, 17-ish. Like, that is a long time ago. I didn't start streaming until 2018 when I moved out. We do not talk about those days. I think I've pretty much forgotten the login to that account. But yeah, I have a very good memory. I remember things. And I know there are things that I probably should never bring up in conversation, you know. We all have good memories and bad memories and memories in between. But yeah, I have a little bit of decorations in the background. There's a fishnet and there's a shark. Oh, this is just a normal pool with water from the tap. It's getting cold. Because it is slightly getting colder outside. So it's like slowly just feeling like I'm sitting in a tub of ice. I'm shedding like a dog again. More hair. Ugh. Yes, I'm getting the goosebumps. I'm getting the goosebumps. The goosebumps have been had. Shouldn't be staying in for too long. I shouldn't be staying in for as long as I have. I've been getting them goosebumps. Thank you, darling. Oh. It is a slight bit too big on the top, so I had to like scrunch it in with an elastic band. But it is what it is when you have a fat ass and a small rib cage. Ja, det er meget lang. Halløj, Foxy. Jeg vil lige komme ned af poolen. Oh. Ja, poolen er begyndt at blive for kold. What do I think it's gonna be at? Because my... Ja, det har været varmt i dag. Like, fuck, det har været varmt. Men jeg fik endelig sætte den op her til aften. Men ja, jeg må løbe nu. Min visdomstand går ondt, og jeg skal gå i seng snart. Så... I hope you had a fun time here today. I'm gonna hop off a stream because I'm getting a little bit tired and a little bit cold, and my wisdom tooth is starting. The pain from the removal is starting to come back, so I gotta go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I would love to see you back next time when I go live. Bye bye.